How many women was it?
It's a total of 13.
And this is
13.
not including the ex-wife.
Not including the ex-wife. That's the one he really loved, if you ask me. His mama would tell me all the time, he loved her. He don't love you. This girl, she came up and she told me, well, I looked at his phone actually. I don't know what I was looking for, but I don't know if you know about iPhones. It tell you what you had them saved under before. So
Mm-hmm.
it said maybe wife. I said, maybe wife? And yeah, the cancer in me. I'm a cancer. I contacted her. He was asleep. He always snoring in sleep. That's when I do it. So I asked him, say, hey, what's going on? Are you the ex-wife? She said, the ex-wife? I'm the wife. I said, the wife? He's married? He
Wow.
said, he don't want to give me a divorce. And I had her on speaker. I said, I hit him. Wake up and listen to this. Like, what you mean you married? You know? You married. I said, I don't play those games. I don't play with married men. Like, do you understand what could happen to me? Like, you see that I'm focused. I'm content. I'm being strong. I'm dealing with a sickness. I'm strong. I got kids, and you're married. So I did. I told him he had to go, and that
Mm.
was the first time I was officially done. But he showed up on my doorstep like a week later, showing me that they're going to get a divorce, crying, and said we can go to God about this. And it's like, yes, I took him back. Yes, I took him back. You know, as long as that divorce was pending, you was gonna do it. You did. He said they went to dinner, they talked about it, and he told me that she cheated on him. She had a baby on him. He just wanted to be loved. That's what. And I asked her. I said, "So did this happen?" She said, "I sure did." But asked him how he did me. He did me, so I did him. So I'm
Mm.
like, you know what? Maybe he just deserved. Let me see the better in him. You know, let me just see the better.
So even though you caught him really in a marriage, and now you found out you're dealing with this married man, he comes back. He begs forgiveness. He said, "Let's take this thing to God." I mean, at any point did you think, "Hey, this is probably going to end up the exact way that his last relationship ended"?
Probably, probably, but honestly, at that stage, those red flags was looking green.
Mm.
I was definitely colorblind. I just, like I said, it's been a while since I even dealt with someone, and I love the fact that he was loving me. He was there for me, and that's all that I ever wanted, ever wanted. I don't care about the money, nothing. The fact that you was loving me, I will do this with you. I will be with you. And I talked to her. She said she had a man, and it was official. And I had her send me the papers that the divorce was signed. She sent it to me. It was dated and stamped, and they had to wait 60 days.
And in retrospect, when you think about that time in you guys' relationship, do you think that his intent was to take advantage of you emotionally?
Now that I'm looking back on everything, yes,
Mm.
absolutely. When I'm looking at everything that I provided. I should have paid attention to the fact that he was with his mom, and I had a nice cozy home. I had a nice good car, and I was doing good for myself. I just should have looked at that, you know. But I didn't think, oh, this guy, he a little dorky. He love Goku, you know. He ain't going. He ain't trying to use me. And then he did have a good job. He couldn't keep it, but he did have a good job. You know, he had no record. I'm like, you know what? Coming from my background, I didn't even beat. And you know what? I don't know what I could say on here, but I done been through it.
Mm.
So that was actually decent for me. You know, I can say it was settling now that I'm thinking about it, but it was better than what I had.
By the way,
Wow.
you can say whatever you need to say. So
Just
don't
hardly
even
initiated.
they don't even worry about not being able to say what you want to say. But what I gotta ask you, what I want to ask here also, was that the only partner that you discovered that he was cheating with or dealing with during the dating phase?
No, I wrote a list. I could tell you the date. We actually skipped to the wife. Before her, it was actually October 2023. It was a Saturday. I remember this stuff like it was yesterday. I just, and I'm calling his phone. And ladies, I'm going to just say this. When you feeling it, go with it. Because I felt it every time he was with another woman. I felt it. I didn't want to believe it. And he would make it seem like it's me. He would say, you acting crazy. You're this, And then when the girls come out, they're like, oh, he told me y'all wasn't cool. He told me you was crazy. And and actually it's funny to say when all this stuff started happening, these same women reached out to me in my messenger. I'm so sorry this is happening. And I politely said, hey, you are part of the problem too. I don't need your sorry.
Wow.
How many women was it?
It's a total of 13.
And this is not including the ex-wife.
Not including the ex-wife. That's the one he really loved, if you ask me. His mama would tell me all the time. He loved her. He loved her. He don't love you.
So
What do
it
you-
was 13. So just to be clear, 13 women plus the ex-wife, and you pretty much forgave all of that moving into the marriage.
Yes. When we went to the pastor, I remember I told you, he said, let's go to God. God brought up the story about Abraham and Sarah. How the pastor said how Abraham said that was the sister, and she prayed for her husband, and he changed for her, and I got to forgive. And, if I could forgive my rapist, why can't I forgive this man?
Mm.
And I still have to see my rapist to today. He's at family union. He's in the family,
Wow.
So I figure why not forgive this man as long as you don't play with God. He promised me he ain't gonna play with God.
First of all,
Very, very sorry to hear that.
I don't like when you people try to use a Bible verse
Right.
to justify the BS.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as a pastor, you could really know, and men, period. I'm gonna just say men, because I'm sure it was a male pastor, right?
Yeah,
I'm
but I
pretty
love
sure
my pastor, y'all.
you could look. I'm not listen, and I'm not dissing your pastor, but what I do know is that if I know it's a brother that just came to me and was like, "Yeah, man, I just knocked off about 13 women and was dealing with my ex-wife, and this woman should I move forward and get married?"
Right.
I'm like, bro,
You're not ready.
it's not that season, right?
Right.
Right now, this is not that season.
Right.
I'm not gonna look you in your eyes as a woman that gotta potentially be thrown in this situation. Pull a Bible verse where some ratchetry went down, and say, "See how they made it through? You can too."